One of the first aspects of social media was the blog site. As people tried to communicate more and more with their websites, they would write journals or logs to keep track of the history of their entries and what others would say. Because these were on their website, they called them web logs. Eventually, the name got shortened just to blog. But the more fundamental part of the blog did not come just with its name, but with the very core of its functionality. With the advent of the blog came the ability to interact with others. Whereas the website was developed under the Web 1.0 architecture, the blog site was developed under the Web 2.0 architecture. Consider the difference that a billboard that advertises a message with the telephone that communicates a message between two or more people. At the bottom of most blog sites is the comment field, giving the recipient the ability to make their own views known. This gives the agent the ability to send out a message of public safety, interest, or concern and have the ability to have the public comment back on that message. The most effective agents use their blog sites to communicate this type of public interest and or protection messages to their public. One of the benefits of this is that it builds up the agent's audience. Another major difference between website and blog site is in the relative speed with which they can deliver their message to their audience. Websites, for the most part, are 1. Inflexible as to their structure. 2. Contain time-insensitive material, meaning that it does not get changed often. 3. Contain a very large amount of data. And 4. Link to the blog site. Blog sites have another function that makes them particularly pleasing to those who are thinking of building a website. Blog sites can now do everything that websites can do. They can even look like websites. But there's one major difference. Because blog sites, by their very nature, are content intensive, they are read and indexed by the search engines much faster. The average website is read and re-indexed on the average every 2 to 3 months by the search engines. Blog sites, on the other hand, are read and re-indexed every 2 to 3 hours, making them the much better communications device as well. Several studies have shown that companies that blog have far better marketing results. HubSpot conducted a little experiment of their own in 2009, and results showed that the average company that blogs has 55% more visitors, 97% more inbound links, and 434% more indexed pages. In addition to this, these companies also have more consistent sales. Adweek recently published an article called Social Net Growth, No End in Sight, based on eMarketer Report. The number of people visiting social networks on a monthly basis in the U.S. will reach 127 million, or about 57% of all domestic Internet users by the end of 2010, a 16% increase over 2009, the report read. By 2014, 2/3, or 65.8% of U.S. Internet users will be regular visitors to social networks. Blog marketing, extend your reach with your niche. Blogs are an extremely powerful marketing tool that tap into the ever-growing reach and influence of social media. They allow you to target a specific niche of your public and them to you, and are slowly becoming a more trusted media source of information. According to Blog Pulse, there are about 151,570,276 and counting blogs on the Internet today, and over 49,000 of them were created in the last 24 hours. And those numbers increase every minute. Pretty overwhelming, huh? Blogs are actually the fastest growing medium of personal publishing and the preferred method of individual expression and opinion. Social media and blogs are becoming marketing powerhouses. They're the fastest growing category in lead generation budgets, and they continue to be ranked as the lowest cost lead generation channel. There are many who still wonder whether they should set up a blog or website for their online hobby or business. And although the two serve different purposes and produce different short-term results, I think they're both necessary in some way or another, and they can often complement or reinforce each other. But in many cases, a dynamic blog is better than a static website. Just remember that if you want to stay in touch with your public, blogs are a two-way communication street, whereas your website is only a one-way channel.